Hello, I'm Adam Barralet and welcome to this Crystal Connections video. We're exploring the crystal Orange Tourmaline. There's a beautiful myth I love sharing about tourmalines, and before the gods placed tourmaline into the earth, they passed it through a rainbow, and thus you can find all the different colours of the rainbow, from reds, oranges, yellows, greens, blues, purples, and so on. The beautiful thing is that different ones are found in different places around the world, and they do vary in rarity. Now, orange is probably the rarest of all shades, but it's definitely worth looking for. It's found in different locations around Africa, and you will find that it will be in little crystal shops. If you want a bit of a searching tip when you're in a crystal shop, sometimes they'll sell mixed tourmaline, and if you fossick through the mixed tourmaline, you'll normally find a piece of orange hiding in there somewhere. Now, one of the special things about tourmaline, and this is a piece here of pink, orange, and blue, you can see that it grows in these kind of rods. It has these striations, so it's really good. It sends energy backwards and forwards. It's like the ebb and flow of an ocean. And so tourmalines are really good for bringing balance into our lives, and depending on the colour is where it brings balance to. Another place they're really good at finding balance is on the chakras and keeping those chakras balanced. And orange tourmaline would have to be one of my favourite crystals to use for keeping your sacral chakra balanced. So what's the sacral chakra about? It's about fertility and creation and bringing new things into your life. It's about intimacy and it's about pleasure. And we're going to explore all those different themes in this video because orange tourmaline works perfectly with them all. So hold on and let's go exploring what you can do with this rare beauty that is orange tourmaline. The warming colour of orange and tourmaline really helps to bring warmth into relationships. If a relationship is becoming a bit detached or a bit cold, then try bringing orange tourmaline into the space. It really helps to build trust. It also helps to build intimacy, especially with romantic relationships. Now, it can help with tackling things like, distrust or growing apart over time or frigidity, anything like that. And what a beautiful thing to do, instead of just jumping straight into the bedroom and trying to get sexual again, work with orange tourmaline and just maybe do things like cook a meal together, go for a walk together, sit close to each other in nature and just sit there in silence. Or as you go to sleep at night, do some gratitude work and just share what you're grateful for your partner, or even you can do this with a friend as well, what you're grateful for, what they contributed to your life in that day. And that will help to create this really nice close bond between the two of you. And then over time, that intimacy will kind of come back, and even that physical intimacy, and the orange tourmaline will really nurture that. Now, because this is a crystal of balance, it can also balance the other extremes. It can balance your sex drive. So if two partners in a relationship have different sex drives, try putting orange tourmaline in the bedroom or in the space, or wearing it, and it will help to equalize that all. Now, they often say that we have three brains. We have one in our head, one in our belly, and one down there. And sometimes we make stupid decisions when we're thinking about using that brain. And orange tourmaline is really good for, again, stopping us making those stupid decisions using that brain. So if you're having any issues with that, or you keep on getting yourself in trouble following what's happening in the nether regions, try working with orange tourmaline. It really helps you to work out what your desires are, but from a higher level, and to balance them out, not that kind of primal drive where you just kind of succumb to things and get yourself in trouble later. So if you find that that's a problem, orange tourmaline, pop that in your pocket each time you think you're about to do something stupid, or that third brain is starting to think for you. Grab this, balance yourself, calm yourself down, and make decisions that are for the greatest good of all concerned over the long term. If you're wanting to make some great new friends, then grab some orange tourmaline and take it out when you go socializing. What's great about this is it really helps to draw, because of that balancing nature, friends and people into your life that is going to have equal give and take. Maybe at the moment you're looking at the friends that you're hanging around with, or the company that you're keeping, and you're feeling that they're draining you, or that you're giving too much, and there's not that kind of equality. If you're looking for something a bit more equal, then orange tourmaline will help to attract that into your life. Close your eyes, hold that, and visualize yourself with a group of people where it is this give and take and this really fair exchange. Orange tourmaline will also help with timidity or shyness, or anything where you're feeling a bit like uncomfortable about opening up to people. Obviously to make close friendships, we need to start to reveal ourselves in a balanced manner, and orange tourmaline will really give you the confidence to do that, and give you the guidance so you can follow your own intuition on where it's appropriate to reveal more parts of yourself and open up to people that you've just brought into your life or just met. Work with your orange tourmaline to help create and manifest the life you want. Obviously, our sacral chakra, which resonates with that color orange, resonates really well with bringing new things into our life, because our sacral chakra rules our reproductive system. So if you're having any issues with bringing, first of all, if you're having problems falling pregnant, any issues with the reproductive system, frigidity, as I said before, Orange Tourmaline can help to balance any imbalances energetically on that level. But it's also really great each day for manifesting a daily life of what you want to manifest. For again, not following, being too over emotional, and really staying true to what you're really passionate about. This helps you stay on path to what truly nurtures your soul and following your soul journey in life. Start each day with your Orange Tourmaline, meditating and visualizing exactly how your day will play out. But also open up for unexpected surprises to come in there that will be pleasant surprises that also are in alignment with what your journey is. So when you want to get clear on what you want and you want to start bringing that into your life and create new things, work with your Orange Tourmaline. If you need to be creative, maybe you need to write a beautiful birthday card, or you've got to come up with something inspiring in your workplace, then again, working with this, meditating with it and allowing ideas to come, also carrying it in your pocket throughout the day will allow those flashes of inspiration to come and you to create and birth all different great projects, friends, opportunities, and whatever else you need to bring into your life. Orange Tourmaline will allow you to do that. And the best thing about it, because of its balancing nature, it'll make sure that everything that you manifest and bring into your life is not at the detriment of someone else. It will make sure that there's equal give and take in all levels. So it's a really nice manifestation crystal for whatever you're working with. You're probably wondering, what on earth is Ceres? Well, Ceres is an asteroid dwarf planet that is floating through the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter. Now, because it is so large and quite close to us, just beyond Mars, it actually has a big impact on our astrology, and you can look up where Ceres is in your birth chart. But just like all the planets, including Mercury, go into retrograde, where it looks like they're going backwards in the sky, Ceres does the same, and this happens every so often. Now, when a planet or an asteroid goes into retrograde, it takes its energy away from the Earth. Ceres is named after Demeter, or Ceres, the Greek or Roman goddess of nurturing, mothering, and fertility and grain, and bringing sustenance to the Earth. And so basically the asteroid rules mothering, nurturing, and sustenance. When she goes into retrograde, she takes away our sense of feeling nurtured in this world, and so we start to feel a bit alone. Relationships can start to feel a bit cold, and we feel a bit unnurtured. Now we can sit there and have a pity party that our partner's not doing enough and life's not fair, or we can start to learn new ways to actually nurture ourselves and feel nurtured. One thing that may happen during this retrograde is you start to become a bit more aware of what's how you feel nurtured, or how you start to make yourself feel nurtured. Now, one thing to be aware of, it goes all the way back to your psychology of when you were very first a child. When we're a bubba in our first few months of life, we actually see our mother as God, as perfect, because she gives us our sustenance and our comfort and everything we need. And so if the baby perceives that there is something wrong with that relationship, the baby thinking that mother is perfect concludes that there must be something wrong with me, and will actually carry that belief system all the way through life. And so you possibly could have made that decision in the first few months of your life and are still carrying that through today. Now, how are we going to remember what you were thinking when you were a 2-month-old? Well, basically how we felt about ourselves and how we feel about whether our mother was nurturing us properly at that time will actually play out in how we allow ourselves to be nurtured these days. How are we nurturing to other people, and how do we let nurturing come to ourselves? If there is a lack of nurturing in your life, you might want to look at that, and just through awareness of this possible conclusion, it doesn't mean your mother was a bad mother, it just means that the baby perceived there was something wrong. Maybe the baby was just left crying a little bit too long for what it wanted when it was hungry. Maybe the mother worked and wasn't there all the time. Doesn't mean the mother didn't love the baby, just be clear on that. Now, looking at that and how you feel nurtured, and work out, what can I do to nurture myself without relying on other people? And Orange Tourmaline can really help you to bring this awareness. So sitting outside and meditating with it could be really good. Now, that nurturing doesn't have to be from people as well. As we start to explore a bit more about Ceres, and especially the sacral chakra, we can use other things for nurturing and instant gratification. Foods and other substances like alcohol or drugs can sometimes be where we rely on them too much to get us through life. Orange Tourmaline will really help to balance our relationships with other things, and so we feel complete and whole without relying on other people or other things as well. And this is a great time to take advantage of this. Whenever Ceres is in retrograde, grab your Orange Tourmaline and balance these needs so that you can stand on your own 2 feet and not be too needy on other people, or too demanding on other people, or need other things in your life, other substances, to be a crutch. I hope you're blessed enough to find a beautiful piece of orange tourmaline to work with. When you get it, and before you start doing any major workings, it's a really nice idea to cleanse it. Now with coloured tourmalines, the best way to cleanse them is when there's a rainbow outside. Remember that myth I told you before? Pop it outside to enjoy that kind of sun showery weather. It's really balanced. You've got a bit of hot in the sun and a bit of cold in the rain. And you tend to get more rainbows in spring and autumn or fall, which is those transitional balanced seasons. So pop it outside. Now, if you can't wait for a rainbow and you need to cleanse it, popping it outside in the first few hours of sunlight or the last few hours at sunset can be a really nice way to cleanse your orange tourmaline as well. You can also bring in other energies that work with this. I love working with different animals, and the animal guide that I kind of connect with when I'm working with this is the koi. Now the koi fish has beautiful kind of real energies about it. It's very much a symbol and brings fortune and good luck and abundance into your life. But have you ever stopped and watched a koi swimming around a pond? They're so peaceful as well. So it's about peaceful manifestation and pleasurable manifestation. If you're working too hard and working like a dog and not enjoying your manifestation, then you're not doing it right. And orange tourmaline and koi can guide you how to manifest with ease and grace. I also like to work with plants, and I know I'm normally talking about essential oils, but I love fruits as well. And the fruit that works really well with orange tourmaline is mangoes. Mangoes again are about that pleasurable and that nurturance and that abundance, and eating a mango is so delightful. Now what I want you to do is grab some orange tourmaline, grab some mango, and as you eat the mango, use the energy as you ingest that and visualizing a sumptuous, luxurious, abundant life that you want, and bring that energy into you. And it's called food magic, combining crystal magic and food magic, bringing those two together and really bringing that, because you're ingesting that energy and bringing that in as you visualize that life that you want. And the energy of the tourmaline and the mango will really enhance that. Astrologically wise, yes, this is to do with Ceres, but also very much to do with the sun. It's very solar crystal, so Sunday is its power day, the best day to work with your orange tourmaline. I'd love to hear about your experiences with orange tourmaline. Have you found some? What have you done with it? What have you found? Please share with our crystal loving community and leave a comment in the section below. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I'm Barralet. Blessed be.